family.
Hey.
Welcome back to our channel.
Hello, hello.
I'm Bibi.
And I'm Babu.
And today we have a special treat for you today. Tell them what we're doing today.
Well, we're eating fried corn. It's a recipe from her mom, Celeste.
Yeah.
The first time I actually tried it was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was very good. So we made it part of our dishes.
Yeah.
You can do it by itself, or you can do it along with any types of meat. You know, chicken, fish, beef. It's from her family, Celeste's family recipe. So it's been around, and so we just thought we would try it today because we got a call from a friend of ours named Nina in Tanzania, and her and her children just love it.
Yeah.
They just love it.
And they actually miss our fried corn.
Yeah.
And that's our Tanzanian family there.
Yeah.
And so she called and she was like, Bibi, I need that recipe. And so I thought, okay, you know what? We'll make the video about it because we have other friends that also want the recipe. And so, it's from my late mom, bless her soul, Celeste. It's Southern style fried corn. Yeah. You guys are going to like it. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and... we've
made it.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's delicious, y'all. There it is. It is delicious, y'all. You're going to enjoy it. So what we want you to do is watch, and we're going to show you how to make it. I want you to make the corn, and then let us know how you like it in the comments. And then we'll see you guys in the comments. Until next time.
Remember, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. We really would appreciate it.
Yes. So here's the recipe. You got the corn on the cob. Okay, I have salt, sugar, flour, black pepper. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm going to add butter. I'm going to add butter to it also. So we're going to start off with, find you some organic corn and clean that corn real good. Get all the silks and stuff off of it really good. Wash it real well. I'm one of those that I like to soak, and clean everything really good. So a lot of times I give things like a vinegar rinse. So I've given it a vinegar rinse. And then you're going to take each kernel, find you some type of basin where you can have your corn to pile up in. So take each kernel, take a knife, and what you're going to do is you're going to start cutting that corn off the cob, like so. You can get in real close, Babu. Let's see, Right, then you go to the next turn here. Cutting that corn. You see how I'm cutting it? Okay. Now you see? Now I cut it. I didn't go in and just cut the whole corn off like that. I cut half of it. You know why? Because when you do it like this, when you cut half and then go down and cut the other half, you can, you make more corn. Okay, so the corn goes further, especially if you have a large family. You can get more corn off the cob than just cutting it one time and cutting all the way down to the base of it. You know what I mean? So I'm going back.
So it's kind of like doing it twice.
Yeah, it's like a pre-cut. Okay, see, I'm pre-cutting it. And then you go back and you cut it again.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and I'm even going to go back and get those peaks. So, just carefully hold it sturdy.
Wow.
Pre-cut. Then go back and cut it again.
So you get twice the amount of corn.
Yeah, you get twice the amount. And you know what? Even for Babu and I, generally, I have at least 6 corn on the cobs for us because, I can eat the whole pan of corn.
So it's a good thing she does it twice so I can get me some.
Yeah, so you'll see that it goes fast. Okay, family. Now remember I mentioned that we were going to go back and get those peaks. So now I'm going to show you how to go back and get those peaks. See what I mean by the peaks right there? So you're going to go back and get those peaks just like that. And see, you just go and look at all that corn on that cob. Wow. See, you just want to maximize and get all of that corn off of that cob as you can. We're going to go back and get that milk in there too, because that's important, that corn milk that's in there. And so right now I'm just going back, getting those peaks from this side, and then I'll turn it around. Yeah, see that? Okay, let me turn it around. Okay, so now you're doing the same thing here. Look at all that corn. And you know what? It takes a minute for you to get to the point where you can cut it like that, because I remember when my mom first showed me how to cut it off, and I was like, yeah, it's like, how are you doing that? But you just keep doing it, and you'll get better with practice. So what if you cut the whole kernel the first time, you know, or get frustrated trying to do it this way? Eventually, when you keep doing it, you'll get better and better at it. And so now I'm going to get that milk. And so you just kind of scrape it when you get to the end, and you scrape all that milk out of there. And that's going to add to the flavor and texture of your corn, okay? So make sure you get the milky kernels. That's what I meant to do. I forgot. I meant to point that out to you and show you that you want the corn on the cob that's got plump kernels. You know, not the dried out corn on the cob. You want them to have nice plump kernels. Like these are really plump. If you squeeze them, you squeeze milk in them. All right, so I took the liberty of putting my oil in the pan, about 2 tablespoons of, I use avocado oil. You can use whatever oil you like, okay? So I put the avocado oil in the pan, and I have it on a kind of low heat. So then I come over here to my corn, and I'm going to put well, you salt to taste, okay? But I will tell you this, corn takes a lot. It takes more salt than generally, okay? And you're going to be tasting it, and then you just, you know, you just season it to taste. So I start off putting some salt in the corn, okay? And then I'm going to put, and it depends on your corn. Sometimes the corn is real sweet. You can take a little pinch off of it and taste it. Sometimes the corn is real sweet, and sometimes it's not so sweet. This corn is pretty sweet. So I'm just going to put a tablespoon of sugar to add a little sweetness to it. And also, you take, this is flour. So I'm going to take, let me see, a couple of tablespoons of flour. Come on out of there. Okay, so I got my flour in there, I got my sugar in there. So I'm going to stir that all around. I took the liberty of turning on my hot water. I got hot water over there that I'm going to use. And one moment here. Stir that up. Add a little black pepper. Again, season to taste. Let me get my butter out. That's going to be key. And I'm going to add hot water from the kettle just to kind of cover the corn. Okay? Because that corn off of that cob is going to be hard, so you want to boil it down to make it nice and soft. And so now I'm going to come over here and let me make sure that's high enough. It should sizzle when I put it in there. I'll get it right. So here we go. Pouring the corn in. You want those sizzle. Hot. That's a lot of corn, y'all. And that's just for me and my boo.
Yeah.
And it will be eaten. It won't be any left over to freeze. It will be eaten, I'm telling you. All right, family. So this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to keep it on a fairly high temperature at first, like now. It's fairly high. And for that amount of corn, I will add like a half a stick of butter. Okay? And that's butter, not margarine. You want butter, full on butter for flavor, okay? So this half a stick, I just cut it up in little quarters, and I put a little bit there. And then, yeah. Really, you don't really need the whole half a stick for that. I'll change that. You know, you just do a quarter. Okay, and stir that in. And so what you're going to do now is you're going to let that corn cook on that fairly high temperature. Let it cook, and for about, I guess, 15 minutes or so. You know, it's kind of hard to tell you exactly the time, you know, because you don't measure and all that when you're making it. So I'm thinking maybe about 15 minutes, and make sure that you stay close to the corn and you're constantly stirring the corn. Like, I'll put that down and step away for a minute, but I'm sitting there and watching because it can easily scorch, and don't nobody like scorched corn, okay? so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let it cook until it cooks down, and then after we cook it down, then we're going to turn it on low and let it simmer. Okay? All right.